Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today, we're diving into a fascinating study. Facing the music or burying our heads in the sand. Adaptive emotion regulation in midlife and late life. It's a deep dive into how we cope with emotions, especially as we age. Intriguing, right?
Absolutely. I'm particularly interested in the interplay between different theories of emotion regulation. The abstract mentions defenses and socio-emotional selectivity theory. How do they fit together?
That's the core question. The study contrasts two views. One, rooted in psychodynamic theory, suggests that directly engaging with difficult emotions is ultimately healthier. Think of it as facing the music.
So actively processing and dealing with negative feelings instead of avoiding them?
Exactly. The other perspective, socio-emotional selectivity theory, SST, proposes that older adults benefit from focusing on positive experiences, essentially prioritizing positive memories and emotions to maximize well-being in their remaining time, burying your head in the sand, if you will, but in a potentially adaptive way.
But isn't that a bit contradictory? One says confront, the other says avoid. How does the study reconcile this?
That's where the longitudinal data comes in. They followed 61 men for 70 years. They looked at defense mechanisms in midlife and memory bias for positive, negative, and neutral images in late life.
And what did they find? Did one theory win out?
Not exactly. Using avoidant defenses in midlife, things like repression, predicted poorer memory across the board in late life. Interestingly, engaging defenses in midlife, like suppression, postponing but not avoiding dealing with a problem, were linked to better memory for negative and neutral images later on.
So avoidance was bad for memory, but engagement wasn't necessarily linked to a positive bias?
Precisely. There was only a weak link between engaging defenses and preferential memory for positive images. This challenges the simple idea that positive bias is always the best strategy.
That's fascinating. So what about life satisfaction? Did that correlate with either approach?
Yes. A higher percentage of engaging defenses in midlife strongly predicted greater life satisfaction in late life. This held true even after accounting for factors like IQ and socioeconomic background.
Wow, that's a powerful finding. It suggests that actively engaging with challenges, even painful ones, might lead to a more fulfilling life in the long run. What about the positive memory bias?
There was a surprising negative trend between positive memory bias and life satisfaction. It suggests that while focusing on the positive might feel good in the short term, it could potentially hinder long-term well-being.
That's a really counterintuitive result, and it highlights the complexity of emotion regulation. It makes me wonder about the limitations of relying solely on positive thinking.
Absolutely. The study acknowledges limitations. The sample size was relatively small and homogeneous. But the findings are still thought-provoking. It suggests that a balanced approach, involving both engagement and selective attention, might be the most adaptive strategy across the lifespan.
Definitely. It's a nuanced picture, and it underscores the importance of further research in this area. Thanks for breaking down this complex study for us.
My pleasure. And thank you for listening to Tech Bytes and News. Join us next time for another fascinating deep dive into the world of technology and science. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.